Oh, hey. All I'm just reading here is just the book by Karl Marx or whatever. That's all.
So, communism. It existed. First, it mainly started in Russia before Russia started to conquer a bunch of territories, and then that's how the Soviet Union mainly came to existence, including a small place called Georgia. Wrong one. There we go. So the reason why Georgia was forced into the USSR was by two Georgian Bolsheviks, being good old Joseph Stalin and Grigory Konstantinovich Ordozonikids. I butchered that real hard. Georgia would remain under communist control for quite a while, suffering under repression, and a side gif, more repression! Though eventually all things would come to an end. So in the 1980s, during Mikhail Gorbachev's reforms, Georgia decided to become independent. They then elected their president, who quickly made Georgia become very civil of the war. After that, they would replace him with a military council who gave power to a former Soviet minister. Then Georgia was fine. Definitely nothing wrong will ever happen from then on. Yeah! Okay, so there may be a bit of a succession thing going on in Georgia with South Ossetia and Abkhazia, but it's not that bad. Oh, wait. Abkhazia wants independence. Whatever, just send the CIS peacekeepers to deal with such. Then, following the election in 2004, there was a territorial unity forced upon both of the secessionists, which led to 2008 having Georgia engage in local separatist fighters, plus Russia, because there were still Russian civilians that needed protection. After that, Russia would take over South Ossetia's capital. This would eventually lead to a French broker ceasefire, but tensions still continued through 2009 to 2010. After that, Georgia would have a rise for a Georgian dream, for a bigger change, for bigger things, and etc., which would be led by a Georgian billionaire named Bidzina Ivanishvili. This led to a change where the president would lose a lot of his power, which all that power would go into parliament. After a couple of years of selective prime ministers, the whole thing would receive criticism from the public. This would lead to 2019, where a Russian legislator came and did a speech from the seats of parliament. This made Georgians reasonably mad because no one wants a Russian power for their country, which this led to mass protest. This led to continued mass protests for the rest of Georgia's life, you could say, forward into this modern day. The only thing I can continue to describe what Georgia is to this modern day is a constant protest for nothing to change. This is from someone that has lived in Georgia for multiple years. However, that is my fact, not the definite fact. You may find something different. Georgia can try to get better, but something will always happen that will cause a protest, conflict, revolution, etc. Now for you
all. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you next time if I ever make a video again, because I don't know. Hope I'm on phone.